Welcome back, friends, with more of the Big Bang Theory. This is Season 6, Episode 7. Last time, Sheldon purposely lost to Stephen Hawking at Words with Friends, and Stephen Hawking was such a sore winner. And then Penny was taking a history class, and Leonard just took it way too far with pushing her boundaries. Funny, but also very sad at the same time. Let's see what we get up to in this episink, though. Full reactions on Patreon, link in the description below. Leave a like, really helps with the channel, and let's get started.
Hello. I'm
Fun
Dr.
with
Sheldon
flags!
I'd like to announce the winner of our Design Your Own Flag competition, but I can't.
Has nobody submitted?
She was from Gamey Gamer 75, and I know that was a JPEG of your buttocks. We explore the flags of the popular entertainment franchise Star Trek. And to help me, I'm pleased to introduce internet personality, former star
Will
of Star
Wheaton?
Trek The Next Generation.
Oh,
and
that's
the
so
only guy
sweet.
I know.
Awesome.
Hey, Sheldon, thanks for having me. I'm happy to be here.
Cut.
Why
What's
cut?
wrong?
Will, that was a little wooden.
It was fine.
Wouldn't?
Don't worry, it wasn't terrible. Just this time, try to say it the way people sound.
Oh my god.
This is the flag of the United Federation of Planets. Now, what's interesting about
Cut.
If anyone's wooden, it's Sheldon.
It's called Fun with Flags.
Oh my god.
They're not at half-mast. Nobody died. Let's try and keep it upbeat.
Amy.
This is my first time directing. I just want it to be good.
So do I.
Great. So this time, let's try more real boy, less Pinocchio.
Jeez.
And action.
You realize that I'm doing this for free, right?
Yes, and so far, we're still not getting our money's worth.
Wow.
So, Will,
Uh-oh. The tension's there.
This is the flag of the United Federation of Planets.
Cut.
Problem, first-time director.
I saw a man who loved flags almost as much as I do. I got goosebumps.
He was overacting on purpose.
Oh, he reminded me of a young William Shatner.
That's the point, I
Sheldon,
guess.
I'm really happy to do this for you, but not if she's going to be a huge pain in the ass the whole time.
You gonna let him speak to me like that?
Well,
In this instance, he is kind of
you're
right.
my girlfriend, and I don't want you to be upset. Then again, Will Wheaton's my friend, and I don't want him to be upset.
You want to side with the girlfriend, but she's so obviously wrong in this situation. So it's,
Feel free to play with yourself.
Don't word it like that. He's like, okay.
He's being rude to me. You need to ask him to leave.
I can't just ask Will Wheaton to leave. He's a minor celebrity.
Fine, then maybe I should go.
That would be
You know
great.
Everything. I'll see you at dinner tonight.
You sure you wouldn't rather have dinner with your friend Will Wheaton?
I
Come
think
to
he
of
would.
it, I would. You little lady are on fire.
Oh no, neither of them are handling it great.
I don't understand why you keep your stuff here when there's plenty of room at home.
Oh, okay, so they did move out, kind of.
All I have here is a few sweaters, books, bank stuff, computers, mail, collectibles, medicine, and my electric body groomer. Got this at the Goodwill store for 50 cents. Can you believe it?
It's just a piece of cloth.
50 cents sounds right. You said when you got back from space you were going to move into my apartment, but half the time we stay here.
That's not true.
Isn't it?
I'm doing laundry. You want me to put anything in for you?
There's some underwear in the hamper. I only put it on the list 2 weeks ago.
Jeez.
Okay, I see what you're getting at.
Finally.
How about this weekend, I'll box up all my things and move them to our place.
All your things.
Thank you.
The lightsabers are gonna look great in the living room.
Uh-oh.
Closet? We can decide later.
Uh-oh.
My hand's stuck in the garbage disposal.
Oh no.
Let go of whatever piece of food you're holding!
It's a perfectly good chicken leg.
What the heck? This is a common problem here.
Who's out after dark, like a big boy?
I was out raising heck with Mr. Will Wheaton.
I thought you had plans with Amy.
Yeah, I did. But then Will called Amy a pain in the ASS. She got huffy and left, and Will and I headed out to dinner.
Amy got mad and left,
Yeah, you walked right out the door.
and you...
We enjoyed a delightful dinner at a reasonable price. The manager recognized Will and let us sit right next to the frozen yogurt machine.
Huh.
Right next to it.
Buddy, I think Amy might be upset.
Why's that?
Because your friend was rude to her, and then you went to dinner with him.
You're just repeating what I said. Like living with a lactose intolerant parrot. It's a shame you didn't go to dinner with us, because the buffet you're about to enjoy only serves humble pie.
All right, we'll
Much
see.
less tasty than frozen yogurt.
We'll see, Sheldon.
This close.
What?
What?
Leonard has some ridiculous notion that you're mad at me. You tell him you're not mad at me.
I'm mad at you, Sheldon.
Huh.
Eat one of your Luna bars. Very often when women think they're angry, they're really just hungry.
Not making things better.
Your friend insulted me and you didn't do anything.
Precisely. I didn't do anything. Now does someone feel like checking her emotional math?
Keep going, buddy. You're doing great.
Sorry this took so long, but you used to work here. You know how it is.
Kitchen slammed again?
No, I'm a terrible waitress, remember?
All right.
Oh, is there anything I could do to help you with the move tomorrow?
Now that you mention it, I was thinking tomorrow.
Could you do all of it?
might not be
Oh.
great.
Oh no.
You promised you'd move.
And I will.
Yeah, right.
Oh.
Obviously not going to live in my mother's house for the rest of my life. I'm not a child.
I've seen her burp you.
You have?
Don't you have other tables you should be waiting on?
Yeah,
No.
but I told you I'm not good at my job.
I will move out when I'm ready, and I don't need anyone badgering me into it.
Wow, excuse me.
That's just for her benefit. I'll move tomorrow. I love you. Don't leave me.
Oh, Howard.
Amy. Angry Amy?
Angry Amy.
What?
I hope this gift will make things better.
What about sorry?
Star Trek DVDs?
First of all, you're welcome. Not being familiar with Will Wheaton's body of work, there was no way for you to know you were being rude to a national treasure. Fine, I'll just tell you what happens. Episode 1.
Oh my God.
Enter at Farpoint. Enter Wesley Crusher, played by my buddy. She's hooked.
Yes, that's what happened. Oh, Sheldon.
Boy, these walls could talk.
He'd say, why does he touch himself so much?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right here. It's where my mom used to mark my height.
Oh, yeah.
It just stops.
5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade.
Hiding under this desk with all my Halloween candy.
Oh.
Had some peanut M&Ms. Went into my first anaphylactic shock.
Right.
Had to be rushed to the hospital. Came home. Celebrated with the Snickers. Went into my second anaphylactic shock.
When did you figure out you were allergic to nuts?
Sometime around the 3rd almond joy.
Hey,
Go on ahead. I just want one last moment alone in my old room.
we're not standing outside by the U-Haul while you fondle yourself.
That's not what he's asking for. Was it?
Fine, let's go.
It was? Oh, God.
I'd like to have a conversation about girls.
Okay.
You could have a Long Island iced tea.
There's alcohol in that.
Calm my nerves.
Just calm the pants off me a couple times.
The pants off you.
Sold.
The heart you got from the wizard giving you trouble.
And someday scientists will discover that second X chromosome contains nothing but nonsense and twaddle.
Wow.
The core problem is that Amy and Will do not like each other, which is baffling because they're both crazy about me, and I like them, which indicates they're bright and interesting, and/or we're on Star Trek. Ooh. Boy, that is a treat that's hard to beat.
How many? Oh, man, he's drinking that fast.
You might want to pace yourself.
I drink tea all the time. I think I know what I'm doing.
I don't think you do.
Your problem is not Will Wheaton, okay? Your problem is the way you treated Amy.
Problem is, I'm out of tea.
He's gonna be so drunk. He's gonna apologize to her
Someone
drunk.
insulted your girlfriend, you just let him do it? Thought you Texas guys stood up for your woman folk.
I think I've evolved beyond my simple rustic upbringing.
Sorry.
On the other hand, that low-down polecat done wronged my woman.
What was that?
I'm a callous egomaniac. She's gonna leave me.
No, she won't.
No, she won't. I'm great.
Oh, he's working through this one real fast, too.
You are now the only woman in my life who I'll see naked in the bathroom.
Oh.
I know this wasn't easy. You doing okay?
I'm fine. It's just her I'm worried about.
She'll be okay.
And she had a heart attack.
You know, she's why I first got into magic. I would say I needed a volunteer from the audience to be my beautiful assistant and invite her up on stage. I can still remember the way she'd smile.
Aw.
For a few minutes, she'd forget how lonely she was.
Jeez.
Ah, crap, let's go.
What? No!
We'll sleep at your mother's place tonight.
No, but I want to live here.
Well, you should have thought of that before you told me the stupid magic trick story.
No!
Can't we talk about this?
No husband of mine is gonna break his mother's heart.
Alright. And now we're moving back. Oh my god. Oh.
Will Wheaton! Will Wheaton! Well, how many was that?
I thought he was checking the address.
Hey, Sheldon, what's up?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Oh my god.
Why are you here?
I'll tell you. I'm from Texas. Need I say more?
Yes?
2. It was 2. Will Wheaton!
Oh, Sheldon, do you really think we're gonna fight?
My fists are not up here because I'm milking a giant invisible cow. They're up to beat an apology out of you.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That was easy.
Well, that was a long bus ride for not very much. I'm pleased to introduce a special guest. Surprisingly, it only took gas money and the promise of free food to get him here. Mr. LaVar Burton.
Oh, look at that.
Well, we've got some interesting flags.
Cut!
Oh no.
Yikes! This guy is worse than Will Wheaton.
I'm obligated to agree with her. She's my girlfriend.
I hear you, brother. I still get lunch, right?
Is he that hard up? Oh my god, Amy. Okay, that was a rough situation for Sheldon to be, especially since he doesn't have the social tools to deal with the situation. Amy is absolutely a problem in the director's chair, just extremely biased, thinking Sheldon's delivery is fine, but those professional actors is not. And regardless of how good or bad they are on camera, they're doing this as a favor to Sheldon, and she's just absolutely being an ass. And yes, I agree that Sheldon should have told Will not to speak to Amy like that or speak about her like that, but he also should have told Amy not to be so hostile to Will too. So, I mean, I don't really have a problem with the way Will reacted to her behavior. Like, he's over here doing a favor for Sheldon and he's getting insulted for it. Jeez. And then the reason Sheldon uses to not speak up for Will is just such bogus. Like, he's a minor celebrity. Like, do you know who he is? If he had told Amy that this is one of my childhood heroes, that would actually be a much more compelling argument to me. Like, he's an important person to me and I don't want to start a confrontation. I would get that a little bit more. Still not the best, but I would understand it a lot more. But this thing is just such a mess because there are so many places where it went wrong, but it makes it super funny to watch play out. And then Sheldon didn't recognize that Amy was upset when she suggested that she leave sarcastically, and then thought she'd be okay afterward with him skipping out on dinner with her and going with Will Wheaton to the hometown buffet. Oh man. And then when Leonard tells Sheldon that Amy's mad, Sheldon scoffs and calls Amy, then blames her being mad at him on her being hungry. He said something like, when women are angry, they're really just hungry. Where did he learn this from? Like, his dad? I don't even know. It's ridiculous. And he just kept making it worse, the situation worse and worse and worse. And I feel like Sheldon should trust Leonard's instinct more when it comes to interpersonal relationships. It's very, very rare when Leonard's right about it and Sheldon's wrong. Not that Leonard is right all the time either, but oh man. One thing I wanted to touch on though, Penny made a lot of jokes about what a terrible waitress she is in this episode. I guess she's kind of owning it now. Slow to take and deliver orders. I think we've heard that she's gotten orders wrong in the past before. And then giving Sheldon multiple alcoholic drinks knowing full well he doesn't understand that they're alcoholic. I'm surprised she hasn't been fired yet, honestly. But yeah, Sheldon downed those Long Island iced teas so quickly and then started talking all Texan. That low-down polecat done wronged my woman. I would never thought I'd hear something like that out of Sheldon. And then he moved his drunk ass over to Will Wheaton's place and he was ready to fight and everything. He really did look like he was milking an invisible cow. But luckily Will Wheaton diffused the situation. They didn't have to fight. And then Sheldon wound up having LaVar Burton over and we ran into the same problem. Somebody get Amy out of the director's chair. She's drunk with power. Burton just came for the lunch, though. I think they're making a joke about how bad his career's going. He can't be that hard up for money, right? And I actually hadn't seen him before the show, but since I've seen him in previous episodes, I've seen him make guest appearances in The Problem with Jon Stewart. I also heard that he's on The Reading Rainbow. Didn't get to watch that when I was a kid. Didn't have TV at home. And then Howard's storyline, I didn't realize it, but Howard actually did move out soon after he got back from space. They just didn't touch on it before. But he only half moved out because he and Bernie kept staying at his mom half the time, and it was definitely getting to Bernadette. And so finally he moves. Apparently he wanted one last moment to himself in the room so he could fondle himself. God damn it, Howard. But after all that, after finally moving out, finally leaving the nest, he tells this really heartfelt story to Bernie about his and his mother's bond, how being there for her as a kid made her feel just a little less lonely. It was really, really sweet. And then Bernadette just moves him back in with his mom. Oh my god. This is so ridiculous. Raj and Leonard just helped him move out. Raj had barely any lines in this episode, but yeah, now we're just moving everything back. Jeez. I mean, good for Mrs. Wolowitz that she won't be lonely in that house, though she did have a dentist visitor that one time. But also, Howard and Bernadette are just gonna live there forever, aren't they? They're never gonna be free of her. I swear, if the show ends with them still living with her, it's gonna be so ridiculous. Alright, thanks for watching, friends. Full reactions on Patreon in the link in the description below. Leave a like, really helps with the channel. I'll see you guys next time with more. Bye, friends.